I want us to move on to a slightly controversial topic, which is Ramos. Now, there are rumors, and I think we even touched upon this on the Real Madrid show, where Ramos might be leaving, and this it could be real now. Now, people have said that's okay. Like obviously, Montaz says okay, he's sort of positioning himself to get a better contract, but other guys say no. I think this is very real. So when you now see the name of Ramos, specifically within Liverpool cycles, you go back to obviously that 2018 final with what he did to Salah and so forth. But the scenario is this that you have to be serious and you can't rest on sentiments and pointless things. It's happened. It is what it is. It wasn't intentional. It was a mistake, and you move on. What you still have is one of the most experienced defenders out there. So actually, Cons, is your voice working now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you now. We can hear you now. So, okay, well, I'll come to you soon. Maybe you can combine both in this. So, what you have here, Ramos is a supremely experienced defender. And as people have said, that a Ramos and a Van Dijk defensive partnership would be pretty amazing. So you have Gomez, who started well, but then declined a little bit. Matip, who I think is one of the most underrated defenders, but he keeps on getting injured. And that's pretty much about it. So Liverpool need a central defender, and there are many of them out there. But I just think that if a Ramos is available and Liverpool can get him, that would be a huge, amazing signing because, again, titles and so forth are built on great defensive partnerships. As good as Scholes, Van Persie, and all these guys were, that team success was built on Vidic and Rio. As good as Chelsea were with Lampard, Drogba, and so forth, that team success was built on Cavalier and John Terry. A lot of team successes is that the foundation is having a very strong core and a strong defensive partnership. And I think, remember, this is defenders. Defenders can play till 35, 36, 37, 30, 38. So let me come first to Cons. So Cons, you can combine these two. So first of all, talk about what you think Klopp did differently to have a better effect on Liverpool, and would you take Ramos, and would you go all in on getting Ramos for Liverpool?
All right, so I'm gonna say 2 points. Number one, he unified the club in terms of his culture. He brought a totally new culture to the club, and one of the things was getting rid of bad apples. And Sergio Ramos is a bad apple. He's not someone you bring in to Liverpool Football Club. I think if you remember the Champions League final, I don't think he's the most popular player among Liverpool fans or Liverpool players. And realistically, we have to think about it like this. Listen, we all know how our owners operate. They're not Abramovich. They're not the Glazers. They don't go splashing P left, right, and centre. How much is Ramos on? I'm sure it's over 300k a week, 400k a week. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell Ramos is coming to this football club. I mean, impossible.
Wait. Why do you say impossible?
Because at Liverpool we have a wage structure, and there's no way FSG would invest in such a short-term solution that will sort of mess that up. I mean, Liverpool. It's come out from the club that Liverpool think 2 or 3 years ahead in terms of transfer markets. I mean, Ramos at 35, 36, would he fit into that sort of mold of a transfer, of a policy? No. Listen, would I want it? Yes. And bringing him in, we definitely win the league. I mean, we're one centre-back away. Anyone that can walk to winning the league. But Ramos isn't going to happen. Ideally, in a utopian world, yes, but it's not going to happen.
Samuel, Ramos.
That's a very hard decision to make because first of all, Ramos.
He's a good defender. How's that hard?
No, it's more to think about it than just he's a good defender.
Yeah.
First of all, he's 34.
Yeah.
That's one problem. Now I know defenders can they can play until like they're 38 or whatever, or 40, whatever. But with Ramos and the way Liverpool are set up, as we were talking, I think it's Cons was talking about the wage structure. This is why I remember in the hangout when I was talking about even with Mbappe and Haaland, it will be more likely that Liverpool will get Haaland than Mbappe because of the money that these two will cost.
Resale
Liverpool are not going to splash cash on somebody that is a very short term. What's it called? Yeah, that's it. Short term fix. And yes, he's a good defender, but he doesn't really fit the what the club is about, to be honest. And
in terms of what? In terms of what? What do you mean it doesn't fit? In terms of what?
If Ramos comes to Liverpool, he is asking for 300k and over.
Oh, way more.
Already.
Yeah.
So he's going to be the highest paid over Van Dijk, Salah, and Mane.
Yeah.
That it won't fit. It won't fit at all.
Yeah.
And this is why with the whole thing with even Wijnaldum wants to stay at Liverpool, but he wants a higher a higher contract. Yet we're not giving it to him. Why is that? And Wijnaldum has been at the club for how long? And he's done a lot of things for us.
Yeah.
But we're not giving him the contract.
Yeah.
So for Ramos to come in and ask for 300k more, it don't make sense.
Yeah. Can I just make a point really quickly as well?
Go for it.
Yeah. Liverpool they're quite an aging squad as well. All of our main players are 29, 30, 28. Salah, Mane, Van Dijk, Thiago, Alisson. They're all getting quite old. And Liverpool's very, very close to entering a rebuild stage where we're going to have to start bringing in young players and selling these players on. Bringing in Ramos is not going to help that at all. And I just think with the way that FSG are trying to run this club and build it 10 years into the future, Ramos isn't someone that's going to come to Liverpool. Listen, HH, ability-wise, yes, of course, who wouldn't want Sergio Ramos? But it's just not a plausible transfer policy. You have to see this from like a club's owner's perspective.
Okay, if I was just to create a scenario where it was plausible, it could be affordable, you could come to a financial compromise. Would you still have him, or would you still be deterred by his age?
Listen, age is an important factor because our players are getting old. How old is Salah? How old is Mane? How long are these players going to be able to play at their peak? How long is Ramos going to want on his contract? If he wants a 3-year contract on 400k, are we going to end up like in an Arsenal situation with Ozil or what? We don't know how these things are going to run, so you're going to have to consider these things. As I said, ability-wise, yeah, who wouldn't want Ramos in this world? But I just don't think it's plausible.
Jamal?
I cuss this guy. I call this guy Judas. But me, I'll 100% take Ramos. 100%. But that's me, not the club. The club on the other side would not take Ramos because of what the guy said, his age, the money, and plus Liverpool go for the good guys in football. I don't think Klopp likes the guys like Ramos who is very dirty on the pitch. I don't think he go for guys like that. But me, I will 100% take Ramos. If we get Ramos, we walk this league because he's an experienced centre back. So me, I will take Ramos. Liverpool, I don't think they will sniff Ramos.
After what he did to Salah, you take him?
Yeah, come on, man. This guy broke Salah hard. Come on. But I don't think Salah will vex with Ramos. I think Salah would forget it. I think he'll welcome it. What do you guys think?
That's going to be an awkward dressing room. I'm just
no. See, this is my belief. If I come to this is my belief. I do believe that Liverpool fans take that incident a lot more seriously than Salah. See now, if Salah still hadn't won the Champions League, then maybe he'd take it seriously. But as of right now, he's a Premier League winner. He's a Champions League winner right now.
Yeah, I don't think he...
Is he really buying, oh my gosh, man, you stopped me from... No, it's like, I have the Champions League now, something that I wanted for so much. I have the Premier League right now. I'm one of the most prolific goal scorers in the world. I'm not hanging on to that. So for me, I think it's much more of a fan thing than a Salah thing. Salah, like, if Liverpool were Ramos, they'll come in, they'll have a shake, laugh about everything, it'll be cool, and then they'll move on because it is what it is. It is what it is. Undisputed. Would you take him?
I would disagree with the claim that he's a bad apple. There's a difference between how a player behaves off the pitch versus on the pitch. He's really ruthless on the pitch. But off the pitch, from what I've seen, heard, there's never been any problem. He trains hard, you know. He's a leader in the locker room. He's not It's not like Balotelli, who sets off explosives or throws darts at youth players. It's different. He's a professional. Let's be honest. If we got Salah in this winter, we walk this league.
Oh, you mean Ramos? You mean Ramos?
No, yeah, Ramos. Yeah, never mind. And as for what he did to Salah, it doesn't really hurt because we won the Champions League the next year anyway. So it's just one of those things that happens in the past. Plus, Ramos is a guy I feel like Liverpool fans give them a few weeks and they would really start to like him and they would love him once because he's a guy you just love to have on your team. Imagine if
I want to say that's true. That's 100% true. Give Liverpool fans a month. If Ramos plays at the top of his ceiling, they will forget. Come on, guys, football fans. They are very fickle.
Oh, they're very... I don't know. Football fans have the worst case of amnesia. Because once you start playing well and they start doing a thing, they'll forget because at the end of the day, it's like, are you helping my club? And if you're helping my club, it's cool.
What's the best way for Ramos to win over the Liverpool fans? Do what he did to Salah to Bruno Fernandes. And here you go. You're suddenly loved.
All right, what's it called? Ham. Where do you stand with the whole Ramos thing?
For me, it's like in 2009, my favorite three players is Gerrard, Torres, and Sergio Ramos. 2018, I hate this guy. I hate him.
Do you still hate him? Oh, no.
Okay, I still hate him to this day. I don't want to see if Liverpool would dare
after a Champions League and a Premier League, you still hate him?
Yes.
Bro, how could I not? I mean, I think Bell's got the best goal, best brace of a Champions League final. Like, this guy destroyed Salah for what? For what? Like, the guy is going to run through on goal and this guy just rips off his arm. The referees do nothing about it. And then, like, oh my word, bro. Karius gets it. This guy freaking gives Karius a concussion. Karius goes crazy. I mean, no ways, bro. I can't forgive him at all. Like, if this guy goes to Liverpool, I won't be a Liverpool fan. That's what's good. That would break the camel.
That's deep.
That will break the camel's back. I won't be a fan of Liverpool.
No, hold up. So let me get this straight. So if Ramos was to come, is an excellent defender, forms a superb partnership with Van Dijk, clean sheets after clean sheets. Oh, and he scores like a winning goal against Man United and so forth. You would still hate him? Still?
Yes, because as a Liverpool fan, how long did we have to wait from 2005 to get to that position? Like it was a journey. It was a journey. No, don't tell me about next year. To that position, it was a journey, and for it to end like that after Salah had such a season, no ways.
Okay, all right.
I don't think this guy.
Hassan, what about you? Where do you stand on the whole Ramos
Yeah, bro. I'll definitely take Ramos on our team. Definitely. This thing about the 2017 final, like, get over it, man. It is what it is. I was over it after a week. Yeah, I was pissed about Ramos and that, but he didn't mean it. Let's be honest. He didn't mean to break Salah's shoulder. It is what it is. We want to see how the next year. I'll definitely take Ramos, bro.
Did he?
He didn't mean Jamal.
No. For me, it's like, I just think that it's he didn't mean it, man. Because for me, my thing is that I always say to people that how do you intentionally dislocate someone's shoulder without actually trying to do martial arts or judo? So that's my thing. I don't understand how you can actually go and say, you know what, I'm going to intentionally try and dislocate your shoulder. It was a case of like, look, defenders do it. It is a professional foul. I'm trying to hold you, bring you down, and because he fell awkwardly, he dislocated his shoulder. But I've seen that foul thousands upon thousands of times.
You know what he wanted to do?
No.
He just wanted to tell Salah, you're in a game. This is against Real Madrid. You're in a game. So he just wanted to rough him up. But it's how Salah fall. But he just wanted to tell Salah, you're in a game, bro. This is Champions League final. Big boy stuff.
Yeah,
but he didn't mean to break his hand. But he just wanted to let him know he was in a game.
No, but it's not just he fell on his hand. He held his arm in a way where he had to fall on it. Listen, do I think he wanted to break his arm? No. But was he a big contributor in the way he brought him down and he held his arm like that? Yeah. Listen, if your girl cheats on you,
no. But one more thing, did he intend to dislocate his shoulder? Did he intend to do damage to his arm?
No, but listen, if you're on a bridge and I push you off a bridge and I say I didn't intend to kill you, I just want you to fall off the bridge, that's not going to hold up in
That's
court.
too much of an extreme. No,
That's
a false equivalence. No. It's a false equivalence because we've seen that foul happen before. 9 times out of 10, you don't have a dislocated shoulder. I have seen that foul happen many times where a guy it's an intentional foul. Like, I am intentionally fouling you because, as Jamal says, I want a strong foul to welcome you into the game. And I'm hoping that the referee gives me a waiver before carding me. But just want that kind of intention. And also, he was trying to stop him. So he was because Salah was on an attack. He wanted to stop him. So the key thing is, that if you push someone off a bridge, most likely they will die. Like 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, you push someone off a bridge, most likely they will die. That foul that Ramos made, 9 times out of 10, you don't dislocate your shoulder.
I disagree. I think if you trip someone over like that and you hold their arm in that position, more time they're gonna break their arm. And or their shoulder or something.
Bro, it is what it is. It's in the past, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. So look, let's move on from that, man. So, next on the agenda, I want to talk about these two right now. So there has been